Now presenting
the RK Ultra Podcast,
Expanding Your Minds.
whether you want it or not.
Welcome back to RK Ultra. As you can see, I'm back from my journey to find myself in the Philippines. I really didn't want to leave, but I ran out of money, so here we are again.
You know, I'm glad you came back.
I'm not, but here I am, And we're just going to make it work. One day I'll go back, and I won't come back. But, for now,
At least you tried.
yeah, I tried. Today, we're going to talk about another conspiracy theory. Actually, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a real-life weather thing that we do, isn't it, RJ?
Oh yeah, no, this actually happens. We're going to be talking about weather modification.
Or like cloud seeding.
Everything that goes into that terrifying, godlike power that us humans are attaining these days that just like breaks reality. And we have Taldi here.
Hello.
To talk about weather modification.
Our local expert on everything. Tyler, how are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Yeah. I like your flannel.
I spent enough money on this bitch. I will wear it out.
All that buyer's remorse.
Yep.
So, weather modification. So humans have basically been trying to modify the weather, like through written history, at least recorded history, since the 1920s, where they've been sending charged particles of sand into the sky to try to do something. I mean, we've always been praying to the gods for more rain or less rain or things like that, sacrificing babies and all that, but real scientific research has been happening since 1926 basically, but officially the first weather modification program happened in about 1946, where they invented this thing called cloud seeding. Ooh. Yeah. So they came up with the idea in 1946 and executed in 1948. They basically took a plane up to a nice little cloud and dropped dry ice pellets into clouds and created a blizzard, an artificial blizzard.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
So humanity has been playing God with the weather at least since 1946.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty terrifying, the implications of what this means.
Yeah, who's been fucking with Haiti and the earthquakes?
Exactly.
Japan and the tsunamis.
But that was only the start of what we've done. We've actually applied this to warfare, and there was a secret operation in Vietnam called Operation Popeye, which they did from 1967 to 1972. It was highly classified. Basically, they used cloud seeding to extend the monsoon season so they could disrupt the enemy supply line and just
That's wild.
really
Mess with
just
them, yeah.
fuck with them. And it wasn't approved by the Department of Defense or anything.
Of course not.
It was signed off by Henry Kissinger, and it was a highly classified, almost illegal operation.
Pretty illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, illegal warfare, like they care.
Well,
Yeah. There was so much about Vietnam that was like, they were pushing. This was like the era of psychedelics and stuff like that. They were experimenting on these people through MK Ultra and just like that was Vietnam was crazy, and they were modifying the weather. Yeah.
Just add on
For
to
warfare
the list.
reasons. So, I mean, Vietnam was a very long time ago. There's been many, many other wars. Imagine what they've done that we don't even know about.
Yeah. What they were doing was they were dispersing this substance called silver iodide. And basically it gives water particles an object to converge around. So it just like increases the density of the cloud and just creates more rain.
Just makes it fall.
Yeah. And it's crazy to think what they could be doing with it now. They say that they're using it in like the Midwest and in places that aren't getting rain and are going through droughts to like kind of help the area. But like,
I'm sure it could be used for good, but also...
yeah. They had to sign a law where like a bunch of countries agreed not to use it for military
Yeah, fair enough.
advantages, like some sort of Geneva
Exactly
Convention.
what we did.
It's basically when there's a convention that they wouldn't use mustard gas or gases in warfare anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, they surely do.
Yeah, and that's funny that you talk about the Philippines because there's also this this operation called Operation Grommet, where the Philippines was going through a drought. It happened in 1969.
Nice.
Where they cloud seeded the clouds over the Philippines and made it rain more so that they could get through the season. I think it says that, let's see here, they increased sugar production amounting to $43 million US.
Oh, no more mud water.
Yeah, no.
Wild.
Sugar. Money.
It makes sense, yeah.
No, it makes dollars.
Yeah.
Big money.
good stepdad joke over there.
Bing
Appreciate
bang.
And the bumblebee flannel.
I'll do it.
But like, they only really have released the fact that they can cloud seed. I mean, there are other little tiny minute things that they can do. Like, they pour liquid nitrogen into the seed to deprive hurricanes of heat energy. So they can like decrease the intensity of a hurricane by pouring liquid nitrogen into the seed and try to make it a little bit colder.
Or increase the intensity of a hurricane by doing something else.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they
Duh.
can decrease it.
Who's making
Duh.
money from it?
Actually, India's kind of are concerned because China's been increasing their weather modification program, and like it's affecting India in ways that like they're having more floods and stuff like that. So like
I don't give a shit.
they don't give a shit. They don't fucking care. You know, they're also creating soot to absorb sunlight and change air temperature.
Oh.
So like they'll just put a bunch of soot in the atmosphere. And
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Don't
Just-
worry about
The fuck is
just
soot?
playing God.
the same people that are worried about global warming and climate change are like, yeah, but let's just, pump up the clouds and cause,
They're using lasers to discharge lightning storms. So they're just zapping electricity out of the sky with lasers.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty cool. And scary as hell.
But like if they could do all of these things for good, you know that they have the ability to twist that around and use that shit for evil.
Well, the fact that the seed clouding was like the first idea way back when, I could only imagine how it could branch off and what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rotary telephone. Now they have the iPhone somewhere, and they're not going to tell you what they do with that shit.
And they also say that they use it for military defense because ever since like the invention of satellites and the idea of like an electrical EMP being shot down onto a city, like microwave frequencies and stuff to just fucking destroy the grid, they will create localized fog and like more intense cumulonimbus clouds to disperse the energy of these EMPs, so they can literally create artificial fog and cover over like areas that they don't want to get EMP'd or fucked with.
Not the low income houses, but
Yeah, no, they're
you get an EMP'd.
that's another way they're using weather modification. So I mean, those rich people just
Gotta have their Wi-Fi.
they're just seeding their fucking thousands of acres, just taking advantage of being God.
One day.
Yeah, that's probably how they're getting the marijuana crops to grow in California so much.
Yeah.
You could taste it.
This is totally unrelated, but Travis Scott has like a $24 million mansion in California and a huge crack. He's on the side of a mountain, of course. Just fucking appeared right next to his $24 million mansion, threatening it.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
It's almost like the gates of hell are opening up. Like, to
All the
consume him.
concerts are coming back.
I know,
to
right?
you.
He was the guy who had the concert where like the people died.
Yeah.
And he was just continuing to play.
He was doing all that satanic bullshit.
Yeah, so I mean, that's happening.
Funny.
So,
Karma.
but that's esoteric. We're talking about science today. Weather modification. Do you have anything you want to say, Taldi, about weather modification?
Shit's wild.
Yeah.
The fact that this is going on and it's not just like a who did it, it's getting done
It's real.
openly.
What would you use weather modification for, Kevin?
Well, I would make Florida more like, I don't know, Ohio.
The Philippines?
The Philippines. I don't know. I would cool down the summers in Florida. Because I like it here, but it's a little too hot, and I'm not really a beach goer. So if I could ruin that for everyone else, I'd be pretty cool with that. I don't know, probably just for my own hedonistic purposes.
Okay.
You know, not for evil.
Like China or Russia, you know?
Yeah.
They're just
Never.
like, fuck it, dude. Like, who
Yeah.
cares what happened?
I
Who
like
cares?
sleep in the rain.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone around me.
All right.
These are just some real scary things that are happening today in society. Weather modification. It's real.
Yeah. You heard it here first. All right, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you for joining in. In the comments below, tell us what you know about weather modification, cloud seeding.
Is there anything we don't know that you could use to help save us and humanity? Like, please.
Yes, expand our minds. You can follow us on X and Instagram at RKUltracast and on Rumble at RKUltracast.
It's just RK Ultra on Rumble.
Oh, shit.
Or you can find us at www.rkultra.com.
So follow us because we'll be following you.